Alexandra Eala sends Rafael Nadal a message on social media after practicing with him. Alexandra Eala's career has boomed since she graduated from Rafael Nadal's tennis academy in 2023. The 20-year-old enjoyed a breakout year in 2025, which included Eala's first-ever WTA final at the Eastbourne Open. The Filipino picked up victories over Iga Swiatek, Madison Keys, and Yelena Ostapenko during a year in which she broke into the WTA top 50 for the first time. After Eala practiced with Rafael Nadal to cap off a remarkable debut season, the 20-year-old star sent her mentor a message via social media. Alexandra Eala has a message for Rafael Nadal after their practice. Nadal posted about his practice session with Eala on his Instagram, and his protege responded quickly with 2 messages. The 20-year-old wrote, "Thank you for today, Rafa," before adding a second comment to the viral social media post. She also wrote, "Back like you never left," after the King of Clay returned to a tennis court 1 year after confirming his retirement at the 2024 Davis Cup Finals. Nadal has kept a watchful eye on his star student and even congratulated the rising star after her remarkable run to the Miami Open semifinals. "Congratulations, Alex. What a great win for you and for the Philippines," he wrote on X after her landmark performances at the Masters event in March 2025. Alexandra Eala's career highlights in 2025. The Filipino is widely considered one of the brightest prospects in the sport, and Eala was rewarded with the Newcomer of the Year nomination for her work in 2025. The 20-year-old climbed 90 places on the WTA Tour rankings in 2025 and broke several national records for her country. She became the first Filipino to reach a WTA 1000 semifinal, defeat a major champion at tour level, and beat 3 major champions in straight sets as a wild card at a single event at the Miami Open. Eala followed that up by winning her first Grand Slam singles match at the U.S. Open when she beat Clara Tauson in the first round. The star also won her first WTA 125 title at the Guadalajara Open and also excelled in Jingshan and Hong Kong on the Asian swing. The sun over Mallorca had a particular warmth, bright but soft, like it had learned to be gentle after years of watching champions rise and fall on the orange clay of the academy below. Alexandra Eala stood at the center of Court 7, brushing red dust off her palms, replaying the last exchange in her head. Across the net, Rafael Nadal, yes, the Rafael Nadal, was humming through his post-practice routine, tapping a ball lightly with his racket, as if unable to resist the familiar rhythm even now. Alex tried not to stare. She had tried all morning, and failed miserably all morning. Her shoulder still buzzed from the ferocity of his topspin forehand. She had felt the ball jump at her like a living creature, leaping higher than she thought physics would allow. She managed to return a few. She even managed to win a point. 1. A glorious, shining, life-affirming point. She let herself smile. Rafa trotted over, extending his hand with that characteristic mix of humility and certainty. "Good practice, Alexandra," he said, using her full first name, which made it sound more formal, more important, more real. "Thank you," she replied, trying not to sound breathless. "I learned a lot." "You played well. Lefties are trouble, no?" He winked. "Even for me." She laughed, a little too loudly, and nodded. "I'll take that as the best compliment ever." They spoke for a few more minutes about timing, rotations, the devilish angle on his cross-court forehand. He gave advice as if sharing a family recipe, not world-class secrets. Then he excused himself politely. He had recovery work, meetings, something about ice baths. As he walked away, Alex felt the moment settle around her like warm clay dust. She exhaled slowly, letting the reality sink in. She had just practiced with Rafael Nadal. Not watched him. Not stood in line for his autograph. Practiced. With him. Her phone buzzed inside her bag. She ignored it. Instead, she slowly lowered herself onto a bench at the side of the court. She wasn't tired. She was buzzing with adrenaline, but she needed to sit or she'd float off into the Mallorcan sky. She looked down at her racket. Same one as this morning. Same weight. Same string tension. But it felt different now. Not heavier, not lighter, but sharper. Changed. Like she had unlocked something inside it. Inside herself, maybe. She grabbed her phone at last. A dozen messages flashed from her family group chat, her teammates, even a couple from journalists who somehow found out she was in Mallorca. But one notification lingered on the top of the screen. Instagram. Share a moment? She hesitated. Should she post something? Should she send something privately? Should she pretend nothing happened and casually upload a photo of the clay court with no context? That would be silly. That would be dishonest. That would be very tempting. She exhaled again. He was Rafael Nadal. Legend. Icon. King of clay. And a global superstar. He probably got hundreds of tags every hour. Would he even notice her message? But she felt a tug. Something inner and stubborn. Maybe the message wasn't for him. Maybe it was for herself. She opened the app.